Jake's in the background. I told him to be quiet, but he might talk, so it's okay.
Hey,
What's up,
Dr. Dan.
Hey. All right, so basically, I'm gonna run you through our Flutter code for our app vHole, where we're gonna be playing some cornhole against each other. So if you take a look at the main.dart file, we set up the navigator with some routes to go to our welcome screen, an instruction screen, our game screen, and also a connecting screen. So in our welcome screen, this is just gonna show you like a welcome, the vHole name, a start button, and the start button will then navigate you to the connecting screen. Taking a look at the connecting screen, if you come through, you'll see our cool asset with a homie with our sombrero, and then it'll say connect your vHole companion. And then you'll click the button connect, and when you click connect, what does it do? You've answered it. Basically, it comes through and it checks if it's in the connecting status. Then it's going to delay for 3 seconds because you know you got to give it a little bit of time to think. And then we're going to await the connect to device, which is then connecting our mobile app to the M5 Core 2. And then if it connects, it will then print connected, and then it'll push us to the instruction screen. Taking us to the instruction screen, this is basically, I could have made these widgets, but to be honest, this isn't a Flutter course, this is an embedded app course. So I just copy and pasted them and added different instructions. And then when you click start, it's going to take you to the game screen. And the game screen is where we're doing a lot of our logic, and we are utilizing these really cool things that I had never heard about, thanks to Stack Overflow, the greatest teacher out there. Basically, where is it? There's a lot of code in this file. Gosh. Okay, right here. We're using these really cool things called value notifiers, which are almost like providers in a way, because you're able to do a notify listener when the value changes. Instead of us like continuously listening to the data coming from the M5 Core 2, I use a value notifier and it checks. If the value changes, then we'll update it. And then we have a function to get our Z value. We have a function to get the bag to check if it's the player 1 or player 2 by using a modulo. We get the placement, so if based on your power, and then we check if you're in the left side or the right side of the screen, or not left side or right side of the board, the bottom or top part of the board, and then we position the bag, so we're checking if which bag number is actually getting placed on the board, and then we are positioning that bag and using this cool notify listeners to update that bag's position. And then coming down here, we have a function to get winner that loops through, gets the value, and then checks if the value is greater than, it'll say game finished orange. I'm writing this to the M5 Core 2 for Jake. And then if the green wins, game finished green, and otherwise game finished tie. But overall, this is just using a stack with a bunch of value listenable builders for our positioned elements called bag, and each of one of them has a different color and a different value. So that's it from the Flutter side. Now I'll let Jake talk about the M5. I don't know if I'll put it in that order, but I'll edit.
Hey Dr. Dan, it's Jake. We're doing our M5 code review. Yeah, I'm recording. Dylan's here in the background.
Jake, stop it! Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do our M5 code review now. We got our Bluetooth variables defined up here, right? This is stuff you gave us. We got our different values. Since it is Cornholio, or vHole as we call it, we do have to keep track of some mad important data on the M5. So this is things like the accelerometer, XYZ values. We also do take into account the gyroscope. So we are using both the accelerometer and the gyroscope on the M5. We keep track of the bags remaining, the associated points, if they can throw or not. This is updated based off of the responses from Dylan. We've got different things like keeping track of velocity, which is a calculated field. Various, again, acceleration values. These are all calculated fields. Different velocity values. These are actually used in the velocity calculation. Those are mislabeled. Those are actually holding the values for the gyroscope, though. And then these are also from the accelerometer or the AHRS sensor. These are your roll, pitch, and yaw, which we do send to dgoose on the front end as well. We got our different state engines. There's a few different state engines we use. The player state of who can throw, the throwing state of if it's in their hand, if they're holding it, or if it's been thrown, as well as the different game states for the different screens. If I scroll down here, right, we have a bunch of different methods for drawing the screens, super basic stuff, just drawing bags on screens. You'll see that when we do our comparison here. It's the same thing with the displays, right? We got our update velocity. This is a complicated velocity equation that we threw together to calculate the velocity. This is attempting a throw, so One sec, Dr. Dan. Okay, if we attempt to throw, it basically checks if it can or not. If it can, it throws. If it can't, it doesn't throw. This is what does the check if it can throw or not. And then setup is just connecting to Bluetooth. Here we go. Here's our different game states, right? If we are in a game state of basically the broadcast, right? We are going to just basically be looking for it. We're going to draw the broadcasting screen. Game displays, if we're connecting, basically that's like, hey, the game has started, draw the game. The game loop is basically going to run until we're out of beanbags. Yeah, so that about wraps that up. I think that wraps up there. That was 500 lines of code, Dr. Dan. Actually, thank you for listening to our code review. God bless. I hope you have a fantastic day. Grace be with you.
What's up, Dr. Dan? So right now we're going to showcase the app. We're going to reload the runner. But here's our M5 Core 2. Right now it's in the state of looking to connect. So it's looking for a Vihole game. You can see Jake right there in the reflection. Why are you pushing me, bro?
I'm trying to play Vihole.
All right. All right, so we're coming to Vihole, the only Vihole you'll ever need. We're going to click Start. Connect to your Vihole companion. There's our homie in the sombrero. So now we're going to click Connect. And now it's in the connecting state, waiting to connect to this device. And this will turn green once it's connected. Please read the instructions and press Start to continue. Now we're at the instruction screen. I did nothing because they're communicating. Pretty dope, huh?
Whoa!
All right, now we're going to click Start. This is our game board.
Nice
Jake.
goal, bud.
Don't throw it too hard.
Absolutely.
All right, let me see.
what
Here,
color
let's hear
is
the
Jake?
vibration. Here.
What color is Jake?
I'm orange.
Bzzz. All right, Jake made it on the board. It looks like it's not, but it's hanging on there because we got grip tape.
you want to throw?
Oh, let's do it. Let's do
Take
it.
a Vihole?
Am I green right here?
Yep.
Yeah.
The vibration feels
hang on,
amazing.
hang-
by
oh,
the
yeah,
way.
yeah.
It feels like
Thanks.
I'm holding an actual bag.
Oh!
You suck. Hang on. Let's get a look of the in-game action. So we got 4 bags left. 4 for Jake, 4 for Hovog. Get it after it, Jake. You better beat Hovog.
Hey!
Let's
go!
Get it, Hovog. As the developer of Vihole, we expect you to win.
Absolutely. I got mad practice in. Oh, shoot, he's on the board.
You got
No,
it
you're on
first
the
one.
board.
You got it first one. High five.
Let's go, let's
All right,
go.
now give it back to Jake. You can stay here. Don't worry.
Oh,
Don't
okay,
worry.
for sure.
Get it, Jake. Get it, Jake.
Oh, let's
Look
go.
at that, dude. Does that
Look
mean
at
you
that.
knocked it out?
No,
No.
Same
That's-
spot we're sharing.
That's
He
on there,
just
that's on there.
landed
3
somewhere.
bags left.
His bag like teleported underneath you.
I don't know where that
Where's
is.
the
I
bag?
think you
No,
missed
no.
again. I think that's
I
down
think
there.
it's
bro.
down there.
Yeah.
Nah, you're not very good. You're not very good. How many bags you got left? All right, two.
I'm gonna huck this one, dude. Ready?
I'm not. Don't hunk it. All right. I don't know where it went. I think it looped around the board
I
and
think
ended.
that's-
on the
Yeah,
bottom,
that's where it is.
That,
Yeah.
that definitely went over the board. All right, so
Yeah.
we're gonna shoot for the hole now, the corn
All right.
hole.
All right, let's see.
Oh,
Ah,
you're
you're on
mad,
the left.
bro.
You're on the
Just-
left. Come
last
on,
bags.
Jake.
It's
Come
windy
on.
out today.
Oh yeah,
Last
yeah.
bags,
Come
last
on,
bags.
come on. Soft throw.
Oh,
All
same
right.
spot, bro.
All right,
We're
all right.
sharing that
Look at
board
that.
right now.
All right, come on, Hovog. Come on.
Oh, that's,
Oh, that's
off
unfortunate.
somewhere.
Oh,
That's a
but
draw. Look
that's
at
a draw.
that.
We tied.
As
Look
you
at
can
that.
see, it was a draw
Good
because
game,
we
Jake.
had
Good game. Good game.
Hovog got a stack up here with 4. There was 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep. 4.
Great job. Welcome to Vihole.
Thank you.
Welcome to Vihole.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.